Effect of temperature on color distribution. Today I am going to demonstrate a simple experiment on the effect of temperature on color distribution, also known as the effect of temperature on diffusion. For this experiment, the materials required are 2 glasses, water, color, a dropper. So the aim of this experiment is to study how temperature affects the rate at which color distributes in water. So what is the principle involved is diffusion. So diffusion is the movement of the particles from a region of higher concentration to the region of lower concentration until they become evenly distributed. Okay, so that is the distribution. So the temperature mainly affects this diffusion because molecules move faster at higher temperatures. So that is the principle involved in this experiment. Procedure: label one glass as hot water and the other as cold water. Fill both glasses with equal volumes of water, that is about 200 ml. Using a dropper, add 1 drop of food color to the center of the cold water. Now, using a dropper, add 1 drop of food coloring to the center of the hot water first. Observation: do not stir either glass. So observe the spread of the color at 30 seconds, 1 minute, 2 minutes and finally 5 minutes, and record the observations here. So let us carefully observe the both glasses. In hot water, the color begins to spread almost immediately. So the colored particles move rapidly and quickly distribute throughout the glass here. In case of cold water, the color spreads much more slowly, so we can clearly see the streaks and the patterns of the color because the particles are moving at a lower speed here. So after a short time, the hot water becomes nearly uniform in color, while the cold water still shows some visible traces of the dye. So why does this happen? In hot water, the molecules possesses the greater kinetic energy here. So these molecules move faster and collide more frequently with the color particles. As a result, the dye spreads rapidly throughout the water here. In case of cold water, what will happen? So the molecules movement is very slow. So therefore, the color particles diffuse at a slower rate and take more time to distribute evenly here. So what is the result means? The experiment clearly shows that the rate of the color distribution is faster in which water? Hot water than in the cold water. Okay, so therefore the temperature has a significant effect on diffusion here. So pharmaceutical significance of this experiment is, so this concept is very important in pharmacy. So the dissolution is often faster at higher temperatures. Mixing of the pharmaceutical solutions becomes more efficient here, and the diffusion of the drugs through the biological fluids is influenced by temperature. So many pharmaceutical manufacturing processes use temperature control to improve the mixing and mass transfer here. So the observation table is here like this. In conclusion, This experiment demonstrates that higher temperature increases the molecular movements and accelerate diffusion, so resulting in the faster color distribution in hot water compared to cold water. Thank you.